at the video, right, what was the first thing that you were like? Yes, yes, mic is not open. The mic was not on, right? Right. Very good, very good. So this is a form of verbal or non-verbal communication. Verbal or non-verbal communication. His mic was not turned on. So is this a form of I guess it's not success. Yeah, it is not successful, right? The communication is obviously, right, it's not successful, right? It's very bad, right? And so there's no point on verbal or non-verbal. But the mic was perceived as a sort of communication, right? The mic not turned on properly is seen as a form of message, right? So it's a form of verbal or non-verbal communication. It is a message. It is a message. Why? Why is it a message? Why did I say his mic was not turned on? A very critical message. But before we talk about that, right? Is it a verbal or non-verbal communication? Non-verbal, Penny. Very good. Okay. So non-verbal communication. Now, the mic not being turned on and he was speaking with the mic indicates and expresses a message. What message? What message? Put yourself in the employee, in the shoes of the person who's watching him, and this is your boss. This is your prospective boss. What's the message he's showing you when he do that? The action of talking to the mic is verbal, but the mic not being turned on properly so that the message can be delivered across to the employees is a non-verbal communication. But they can't really listen, right? Because the mic was not turned on, right? Body language, yes. It's all about non-verbal. But I just want to ask you, if you went for a talk and the speaker started to say something, and the first moment his voice touched the mic, you could not hear him. How do you feel? How do you feel? I'm professional, Chao Sheng. Very good. Very good. Confused. Okay, Hong Kai, that's also good. But the one thing that we all have to think about, this is a formal context, formal environment. And the video is showing a boss first impression to the employees. He's making a speech. Let's make shoes together. He's doing the motivational speech. But the first moment he went on with the mic, wasn't it awkward? If you put your shoes right at the people who are below and couldn't really hear what he's saying, you see all those expressions that they are delivering. They felt like he's not professional, not prepared, right? Were they laughing at him like in a positive manner or in a negative manner? Positive or negative when they laugh at him? They laugh at him, right? Negative, right? So as a boss, right, this is your first day, So you went and you want to make a great speech to motivate all your employees. So the first moment that you went, your body language, what is his body language? Is his body language sparks confidence, or is his body language not good? How was his body language? How was his facial expressions? Was that confident, a confident person, or nervous, right? Nervous, yeah, he was really nervous, right? So his nervousness gave him away. The second thing, when he picked up the microphone, he was also very nervous, and he made a very bad first impression. That is a message. Why? People use that to judge you instantly. That's why that is a form of communication. It tells people a message. You're not prepared, you're nervous, you're not professional. You see how you all came up with the word, right? So these are the things that we say nonverbal communication creates messages across, and sometimes create communication barriers. So what are the barriers here now? Because of his action, his nervousness, okay, and the mic, the problem with the mic shows that he did not prepare well and understand the nature of the business or familiar with his father's offices. So what happened was it created a negative impression among his employees. So when he went to the stage, right, he started talking because he wants to continue his motivational speech. Now, my question to you is, as the employee of this person, will you listen to what he says? Do you actually listen? Will you trust what he says? Maybe. Okay. Shuhui, no. A lot of time, because of that first impression, you instantly judge that the person is incapable, not professional. No, because seems unexperienced, very good. Because of his body, right? His body language. So the moment you see these body languages, the moment you see his performance, you instantly judge that he is not very experienced. Instantly, whatever he say, you will not really listen, because you don't really admire the person. You don't really want to pay attention to a person who doesn't know what he's saying. So you will immediately say whatever he says, you won't even listen or trust. So maybe you hear, but you let go. So then these are what we say communication barriers. Okay, so the first one, what do you think if we categorize what we just say? Okay, what is the category would you say this barrier is under? Okay, if we talk about how a person, when you have a perception or a first impression about the other person, you will dismiss whatever the person say. You won't even listen to what they say. What is this? What would you which category would you put under communication barrier? Is this something physical, a physical communication barrier, or is it a psychology communication barrier? Which one would these fall under? Hmm? Is it something like a psychology communication barrier, or is it related to something physical? So pitchy, yes. Psychological. because it's in the head, right? It's your trust issues. So it's psychological. All right, so very good. Now, so here we will start talking about the types of communication barriers, and voila, the first type of communication barrier is psychological communication barriers. Okay.